tough weekend, but how do you feel like things went?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough result-wise. But honestly, we probably played some of our best soccer on Friday. I mean, when the Parkside coach after the game, was like, man, you guys took it to us. And, I mean, that says a lot about what product we put out there. And again, Sunday even had some of our best attacking moments we've had all season, right? So super tough when you look at the results and just the score lines in general don't reflect, again, and that's kind of been the MO all season, right? But don't reflect what product we put out on the field.
What did you like, especially in sort of the second half of the first half, really, on Saturday or on Sunday, where you're getting multiple looks, you're putting a lot of balls toward the net. They weren't all on net, but at least they're there, and you're finally doing the kind of shooting that you've been looking for all season.
Yeah, it's finally all come together, right? No, yeah, I mean, I think even in the first half we had some chances, and then the second half when we're pushing for goal had a lot of chances there too. It's frustrating when we can't find the back of the net because we're getting those opportunities. But yeah, I mean, it shows what we've worked on over the last, especially handful of weeks, but over the last couple of months, has really started to produce and pan out. And, it's just now finding the person that can put the ball in the back of the net and get a goal. And that is the momentum carrier that we need. And, so it's just kind of finding that person. But it's for me as a coach, it definitely shows kind of that I take pride in what we've worked on and that it's not just us working on nothing. Like, it shows that it's working, and it shows that we can eventually get to that point. It's just, again, a process. And it's hard to always remember that, but it's been a process, and it will continue to be a process.
With as many freshmen as you have on this team, and certainly, they're not freshmen experience-wise by this point, but does that play into some of this too, with just how young you are as a team?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I think our freshmen have grown a lot this year. They've kind of checked off that box of being a freshman now, this late in the season. But yeah, I mean, it does factor into it. They haven't experienced certain, moments. They haven't experienced certain pressures. I mean, Sunday's game was probably the biggest pressure moment we had all year, right? I mean, the winner of that kind of almost sets a bit of a trajectory for postseason. There is a sliver of hope still, pending some other people doing things. But yeah, I mean, it's that those pressure moments they haven't experienced yet. So some of that youth sometimes does shine a little bit when you don't want it to. But yeah, I mean, I think, again, they've grown and through the ups and downs of the season have grown a lot. And I'm excited as we, head into post or into off season and the way they can continue to grow and when they come back next year, no longer be freshmen, no longer be the young ones, right? And I think then maybe that's where that next step in that process can go.
What do you like in the growth you've seen out of Peyton and Lizzie and Sophie, especially those three, as far as how they're approaching the game now versus when we saw them at the start of the season?
Yeah, I mean, they've stepped up. They've put a lot of kind of weight on their shoulder in terms of what we need in the attack, especially, especially with Peyton and Raider and even Lizzie, Carly, all of them. Like, right, they've really had to step up and produce for us in the attack, and attempt to produce in the attack. So yeah, no, they super excited with the growth they've had. I think their ceiling we're not even close to reaching their ceiling. They have a lot more room to develop and grow and become better. And then obviously, they got 3 more years of it, and they have 3 more years to battle and grind. And now they kind of know the reality of our conference. So they can't really, kind of play dumb to it a bit, right? They have to know what's going to come every game. And so, yeah, excited to kind of see what they can continue to do. And they've done a lot for us, right? They've definitely produced a lot in moments where we needed it. In moments where, Carly rips a goal against GV, which I think honestly was the biggest confidence boost heading into this past weekend. And then, yeah, just what we can do this Saturday. I mean, those 4 are going to have to step up big time and try to put the ball in the back of the net for us.
You mentioned Carly, and it seemed like Sunday, the longer she was in the game, the better she got. Mm-hmm. And you can kind of really see that the goal she scored against GV has really kind of helped her turn that corner, and you're starting to see her create now in ways that she didn't early in the year.
Yeah, I think, the beginning of the year she was battling some injury. I mean, she went down with an ankle, and with ankles, they just last forever, right? And so, yeah, but she's a kid that's going to push and keep going, and she pushed through a lot of pain at times, not necessarily what we wanted her to do, but that's just her mentality. I mean, her parents are born and raised UP people, right? So she kind of has that grit and the grind to her. But yeah, I mean, that goal against GV definitely, gave her some confidence. And I mean, the last handful of games, especially this past weekend, like she showed that the longer she's in there, the more she can kind of create and do. And she's a kid that no matter how tired she is, she's going to keep grinding. I mean, she hit a absolute rip of a shot that the Roosevelt goalkeeper made an amazing save on. And that's something, we knew Carly was capable of. I don't know if Carly knew she was capable of. And so it's kind of nice to kind of see it all kind of pan out. And again, that's that growth that she's had, and then heading into her sophomore, junior, senior year. I mean, hopefully it continues and she can kind of, keep elevating that level.
You lose Bree to injury. How do you feel like Lou is responding in that place?
Yeah, I mean, Lou had the game experience from throughout the year that I made sure we kind of had. Both of our goalkeepers made sure they had that. Losing Bree's tough. I mean, she's a leader on our team. She's a player that a lot of people look up to and are very close to. And just the reality of the injury is a tough one mentally, I think, for a lot of people to handle. Lou especially being super tight-knit to Bree. I mean, she stepped up Sunday and did what we asked her to do. She knows now that pressure is a little bit on her, too, for this upcoming Saturday game. And she's going to elevate to it. She's a pretty level-head, mild kid that's going to be ready and do what she's got to do for the team. And that's just, she puts the team first. So, credit to Lou for that. And we'll continue to kind of prepare her for Saturday's game.
Purdue Northwest coming in. I don't believe you've seen them yet this year. Kind of weird to see a team at the end of the season for the first time. What do you know about how they play?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen them, which I think is honestly a good thing at this point. They haven't seen us play, and you can watch all the film in the world, but it's not always a testament to what the team is going to bring that game. It's kind of weird to see them for the first time, but also an exciting thing. And they're, I think, record-wise, same as us, a little bit, struggling in terms of just producing wins, but they're still a solid team, again, just like us. And so they're well coached. They have, some really quality athletes on their team, and they're going to bring some high energy, high intensity, because for them too, it matters. It's a game that matters. We're a bit lucky that we have the bye on Thursday, and so we can be super fresh kind of heading into that game where they're going to be on some tired legs. But yeah, it should be, hopefully a good game for us. And again, there's a sliver of hope there in the grand scheme of it. We'll know more Thursday if that sliver is still alive. We just have to come out and play our style, and I think our style matches pretty well with what they're going to bring to us, that we can have some success.
Coach, we can't look into the future to see what Thursday's result will be, but does that kind of even put a little more fuel to the fire, knowing that come Saturday there's a very good chance that you guys can control your own destiny?
Yeah, I mean, I said it to him yesterday, right, at practice. We control it, right? And Saturday has to be a win if we want to advance. Obviously, Thursday, with what needs to happen, I hope karma's on our side and the good guys, right? We can prevail a little bit and have a chance come Saturday. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a motivating factor. I also think for our girls, this season hasn't gone how we wanted it to. And I think for us going out and ending this season, regardless of how it does on Saturday, it's a win regardless at home. Get our first win at home, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, I mean, ending here at home with a win is big for, I think, a lot of confidence moving forward, a lot of, just good boost of morale as we head into off season where we're going to grind and get better. And yeah, so I think it's Saturday. Saturday has a lot of weight for a lot of reasons, not just kind of our postseason hopes, but also just the confidence in that our program needs.
Coach, injuries have been such a big part of this season. You honored your seniors on Saturday, and the first three to come out are all injured.
Yeah.
How has that affected things as far as trying to get through this season with a team that you can at least put on the field?
Yeah, I mean it's been tough, right? And not just tough in terms of numbers. I mean we've had girls that have gotten injured, but the next one steps up, which is nice that we have that depth. But it's been tough because it's the mental toll of it, right? Not just the mental toll of the player hurt, but the mental toll of their teammates. That they care so much about each other that when they see a teammate go down, it's not fun. It's not easy. And the same for our coaching staff. I mean, Bree goes down on Saturday and we get the reality of what it is, or Friday, and we get the reality Saturday morning. I mean, tears immediately in my eyes, tears in her teammates' eyes, right? It's not fun. It's mentally very, very draining when you have, I mean, all of our big injuries have been surgery. So they're not fun. But yeah, I mean, I think it just proves and shows what our culture is, that our team cares about each other. And it's obviously been tough when it comes to the field and you're losing some key players. But again, that next person in mentality, and our girls have really embraced that. And that's also forced a lot of people to kind of grow on the field, off the field, in different roles, which has been nice. And yeah, I mean, you can't always blame injuries for what your record is and all that. And I won't sit here and say that because we have quality players that have stepped up. But it doesn't, I mean, yeah, it doesn't help, right? It doesn't help because it is tough. It's a lot when you have, you look over the sidelines and you have about 4 or 5 on crutches or in a wheelchair. That's a tough look. But again, we rally around each other, rally around the group, and we've gotten through it together. And that's kind of all I care about, is that it's happened together and we're doing it together.